Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So you notice we're kind of back in our, I guess, Pioneer glam. I said glam, that's a Final Fantasy XIV term. Please don't put me in the guillotine too hard. Our lock style, there we go. And we're here at the far western edge of the Yorshire Weald. And, you know, most people think this map is confusing, but, I don't think it's that bad at all. Looking at it, you know, all the way zoomed out, it's not super readily apparent because you don't know what is outlining the path and what's not. But if you look at the bivouacs, right, you can see they're in cleared space, and so that instantly should paint a picture of what all is cleared space. Now, of course, there's some paths that cut under the trees that can make it kind of confusing in spots, and it does dead end, I think, in the southern reaches. But more or less, you go north and west through it, and it'll take you... It gets kind of confusing in the middle. And if you go southwest, you see this tree right here. That is actually totally the Wildkeeper Reeve drawn into the map. It's a Yggdrant, which is like a giant mushroom tree that has tentacles and cyclopean, and it's named Yumcax, and or Yumcox or something like that. Yumcox, gay. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass, and I haven't tried to fight it yet. Yggdrans are disgusting. But yeah, if you stick to the northern path, and another way you can kind of cheese through in the modern era, but you could even in the prior era if you were on Ranger or Beastmaster, is you could use Widescan to see where the monsters spawn. And then the map becomes even less confusing. So it's really not that hard to get through. But anyway, the reason we're over here is... Bada bing, bada boom. Swing. We get a unique entrance in the Woe Gates. And I can't remember if I came here on camera before or not. I think I did from the Marjami Ravine. But the Marjami Ravine entrance, it leads you up to more and more basalt fields. And I believe you can get up to Chimera Drifts that way as well. But I believe there's some reeves in here that you need the item from Chimera Drifts, the key item from Chimera Drifts, to actually get through this place. So yeah, it's like a catch-22. They intended for you to go through Yorshire Weald the first time. Adoulin has this whole like winding path map of collecting the key items and getting a hand jobs from Marciella and stuff like that to progress through it, and it's a good time. But for some people, they find it really confusing. There's a whole infographic about it. Honestly, the most confusing part about it, in my opinion, is just the fact that a lot of these zones didn't exist when it first came out. I think I already mentioned it, but when it first came out, it was literally just, as far as I'm aware anyway, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was just Czak Battlegrounds, Yasi Hunting Grounds, Mo Gates and Sea Gates, and then Mormar, Basalt Field, and Forete Inatil. And I think Certus Caverns also existed. Yeah, Certus Caverns definitely existed. I just don't remember if they had added in Marjami Ravine yet. And if they had, you know, were the other zones up too? I'm pretty sure they weren't, though. Because when I came back, you know, there was a lot more added to Adoulin. Like I said, the dinner party cutscene that we actually saw when we progressed the story a little bit, just so we could, you know, get our row objectives out of the way so we could collect more Luvian skirmish weapons. You know, that dinner party cutscene was like the last Adoulin mission from like 2013 until like sometime in mid 2014, if I'm not mistaken. And by that point, I was thoroughly engrossed in Final Fantasy XIV and working in the Navy and doing all that. And by the way, you don't have to thank me for my service or anything. I only served one enlistment. I did get an honorable discharge, but it wasn't for me. The work they put you through, even in non-combatant positions in the Navy, is pretty rigorous, and they simultaneously remind you that you're not boots on the ground, so you're worthless. So it really wears on you. The people who stick that out, even for just the minimum 20 years to retire, like, fucking gods, man. They're amazing. I might have been able to do it if I wasn't working in engineering, but I was working in engineering, so... And that doesn't mean I was an engineer. I was actually a really shitty electrician who could barely do my job. And my only real claim to working harder or better than anyone else is I was the only guy strong enough in the electrical division to get the fucking shore power cables on and off the sub. The others had to take turns kicking the wrench, like literally kicking the wrench with their legs, because they just didn't work out, and it was kind of hilarious. But here we are in Cameo Drifts, and this is probably my favorite zone, or at least second favorite zone, my favorite outdoor zone in all of Seekers of Adoulin, because one, it's a snow zone. But two, the theme that plays in it is called The Divine, and I absolutely love it. I love this music. So I'm probably going to shut up for a minute here. Although, fun fact about this music, they actually actively took it and late Seekers of Adoulin music down off of YouTube repeatedly as people tried to upload it, and there was a good few years where I could not find the song to listen to without playing 11. Okay. Oh, are these aggressive? Oh shit, these rabbits are aggressive. Well, it's no bueno. I was listening to music, you jerks. That's what I get for not bringing, snake oil. We need axe skill-ups anyway. We need lots of skill-ups, actually. We've been meatheading with Greatsword for pretty much everything, and our skills are way behind. I think the only skills that aren't really way behind is Sword, Blue Magic, and Great Axe. Everything else, wickedly far behind. Also, I think it's funny that Style Lock, because I don't have a shield Style Locks, it just completely, it's like, clearly he didn't want the shield Style Lock, so no shield. Even though I have one. Doop. Here soon, they're actually going to start a monthly campaign for May finally. We're like 2 weeks into May, and they're finally going to start the May campaign. They're doing maintenance for it tomorrow to patch it in. So it's going to be like a 2-hour maintenance or something. And, God, I love this music. Okay, so I think we talked to Pepe Alepi. Could be wrong. Are you a pioneer? All the way out here? Boy, the coalition sure is expanding, wanding fast. Brrr. My toes are going to freeze off and break into little Bitaros. Orsa Porsa? Why are you here instead of bathing in the Mormar Basaltaro Fields hot springs? It's nice to know that even in Ulbuka, Tarutaru still have Windurstian's speech impediments. Aha! They sent Haru you to do some research over here. Correct, Daru. Just research. Unlike you, I haven't been shoved off to this Altana forsaken wasteland because I couldn't keep my mouth shut. But mouth shut? What do you mean? What? You were always oblivious to a Faltaru, but this is too much. Don't you remember how you threw yourself with that dainty-wainty little tart at the Inventors Coalition? I tried to warn you, but no! You just had to send her that hand-picked bouquet of flowers that you probably found Wiltaruing in Foray de Henitil. I nearly threw my back out looking for only the prettiest, wittiest Tinderblooms I could find. She's my dream girl, and I would do anything for her. He's a simp. If she were just any old technician, you might have gotten away with a slap on the wristaru, but she was Am Choo Choo's hairdresser's sister. You know how the Meister can be. And that's why you got forced out of the city, doomed to spend the rest of your days playing footsie with Cicatricos Raz? What the hell is Cicatricos? What? Hold on a second. That's gotta be... Oh, man. Dude, Final Fantasy XI's localizer is just like, you will learn the English language in its entirety, you foolish mortal. I don't want thesaurus. Come on now. A new tissue that forms over a wound and later contracts into a scar. A scar left by a fallen leaf or seed. Okay, so basically scarred Raz. And I guess Raz, I think, are the new warthog monsters they added in later Seekers of Adoulin that we haven't seen yet. You mean I'll never go back to Adoulin ever again? Oh, no, what can I do? How am I supposed to know? Maybe if you became an expert pioneer, our Meister would change your mind, but don't count Aru on it. That's easy for you to say. Mormar is a lot closer to the city, plus you get to relax in the hot springs. The only remotely warm thing to bathe in around here is the slobber of some horrible beast. Or maybe you'll have to become an inventor who can wow Am Choo Choo into submission. But I've never been big on brains. It's all I can do to keep from getting expelled from the Coalition. Look around you. You've already got one Futaru in the grave. Wait, Mr. Pioneer. They made you come all the way out here too, right? Maybe if we put our noggins together, they'll let us both go back. Okay, I'll help you out. Hooray! Okay, so get to thinking. Still nothing? Where's the Porsa? Stop standing there like a tree stump and help me. Well, what do you expect me to do? All the goo has frozen my nose and the icicle wickles on my eyelids are stabbing my cheeks. I guess just find something we might be able to use and think from there. Maybe something that'll help me with my research too? Alright, let's see. First, for our pioneer friend, Wind. Slap around some Rosors and bring us one Rosor hide. That should be perfect, Aru. In the meantime, I'll do some running around, both to get my blood pumping and to see if I can find anything. He'd better come back. Okay, while you two are off, I'll put my thinking cap wrap on. Okay, I can't tell if this is for the key item or not, so I might want to look it up. But I don't see any... I guess maybe Trefu might tell us about. Okay, I keep asking him to speak up. You are a patient one, aren't you? The Khmer Drifts are long known as a place of training and ritual for geomancers of old, and so too have I chosen to make this pilgrimage. My voice is soft because I am attuning my senses to the region so I can become one with nature. Can you even hear me? Why would I even want to? No, of course. Just to tell that little toy soldier over there to stop pestering me to break down the walls while I'm training. Wait, what if you taught me how? You raise an interesting point. If I imparted my knowledge to you, then you could do as he asks, and in turn I can resume my regimen. You must focus all your thoughts on the ice, become the ice, find its eye, the weakest point, and so smash it into it with all your might. Sounds easy. Well, it is not. No, I predict it would take you 30 years to perform such a feat. Uh, 30 years? Piece of cake. I admire your dedication, but there may be yet another way. If you can hear me, then perhaps you can sense the changes in tone when you thump different parts of the wall. This might enable you to find the eye. I shall teach you to distinguish between the eye and the other parts of the ice. But do not be so brash as to put your head directly to the ice. Your ears would just weld to the surface. So what you need, then, is a nice pair of earmuffs. Gather 3 rabbit hides from the snow-pelt rabbits around the drifts. And while you are in the vicinity, 1 raw's tusk from a raw's. I can tear myself away from training long enough to make a pair for you. Really? So to break through ice, even though we can already break through stone, you know, a substance denser than ice, we're gonna have to get earmuff key item. Okay. Very well. I suppose they had to come up with something for the snow area, huh? Snow area with its delightful music. I guess that whole Taru thing is just a side quest, though, so I guess if we get a Roozer hide, we get a Roozer hide, and if we don't, then whatever. But, I have no idea what that's related to. I don't think it's the storyline missions. Oh. One less rabbit. Slice of hair meat. Oh, come on, man. Ooh, boar. They look pretty cool. Seem to have pretty big HP. Of course, our axe skill is kind of garbo. So. Slice of warthog meat. Everything wants to give us its meat. Eh, their butts are white. We don't want any meat right now. Also, I find it funny that, he asked for that tusk, right? Raw's tusk? Yeah, okay, so we got the Raw's tusk, we need the rabbit hides. Rabbit hides, we are in need of rabbit hides. I'm gonna throw away this Daemon ring. Let's see. There I go again, having way too much shit in my inventory. Yep, I've been loading up on coins again, off screen. I really need to get more Empyrean weapon skills. I'd really like to get the Greatsword one, the Dagger one. The Dagger one is actually huge on my list. It's only for Thief, Bard, and Dancer, but it's a ridiculously powerful dagger weapon skill. It's like the equivalent of Savage Blade, but for daggers. As far as like the raw TP of the damage calculation goes. It actually has better skill chain properties than the Savage Blade, because it has, I think it's darkness / distortion. So it's pretty big deal. Okay, Matsu EP, I'm sorry, but I need Treasure Hunt 1 or something. I need my favorite cat burglar out. Let's see, Snowpelt Rabbit. Yeah, if we just go south, I guess we'll be fine. Find some more rabbits. Of course, we could just go use the warp point and buy stuff, and I guess we will if we don't start getting rabbit hides right quick and in a hurry. I'm only spending forever killing rabbits here. Ah, Rampage. I miss you. I kind of wish that they have new ultimate weapons coming out called the, they're related to the Voracious Resurgence, and you actually have to upgrade one for the Voracious Resurgence at some point. They're called Prime weapons. And they look like black relics. Like, they're literally the same model as relics, but they're black. And, I think currently in their most ultimate form, they're I-119 and, like, as strong as the I-119, like, level 3 relics. Which are stronger than our Luthien skirmish weapons by, like, 2 or 3 tiers of, like, special effect and, a few tiers of base damage, too. Like, I think right now, if we could actually fully upgrade our Ragnarok, we could get it up to being like don't quote me on this, but I think we could get it up to being with damage augments. I think it could get up to about 300 and I want to say 330-ish damage as its raw base damage before you take into account any of its relic special effects or its you know, anything like that. Okay, so that's like 5 rabbits in a row with no hides. Let's just go buy them. Go buy them and come on back. And maybe we'll pick up a Ruzzer hide while we're at it, just to see what this Taratari is all about. Ooh, all our stuff is selling except for our Mercurial Sword, because no one actually wants that except the skill up. Okay, let's see. I think they're under Leathercraft, right? They're hide, so... Yoo-hoo! Rabbit hides! Stack is 4K, we only need, what was it, 3? So, we might as well just buy a stack. It's whatever. And they just said Ruzzer hide, right? They didn't say Ruzzer leather, so. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Aster egret shards, huh? Wonder how much Maywa plasm those are worth. 150 corpuscles. That's related to an event called Delve. And I don't remember if I showed any of those in Amazon screen, but basically you take those egret shards around to the zones that they drop in, and you can spawn item level notorious monsters that have special gimmick mechanics. Like sometimes they have like millions upon millions of HP, but they take like 5 gajillion times more damage, especially from skill chains. Other times you want to balance the types of damage you do to them. Other times they like do a TP move every 5% of their health or something. That's really problematic. Other times it's a mixture of all three. And basically with item level 119 we can smash almost all of them into dust. But they don't drop anything worthwhile, so it was literally something I did for a monthly row objective. I must confess that I thought the Desolate Drifts would get the better of you. Congratulations on making it back in one piece. And here you are, your very own pair of fuzzy earmuffs. I shall accompany you to an ice wall, that much energy I can spare, as long as you're not that cursed Taru. Yes, this one should do nicely. I shall tap on the ice while you listen to the sounds with your pair of fuzzy earmuffs. Are you ready? First, I will thump an area that is not the eye. And now the eye itself. Could you tell the difference? There's all the help I am able to provide. You should be able to break such walls by striking at the eye. Let us return to why we were, so we may warm our frigid bodies. Knowing the location of the eye is only the first step. Breaking the wall requires immense physical fortitude. Yet you have come this far. I am confident that you will see this task to its natural conclusion. Alright, thanks, bitch. Okay, now we can break through ice walls. Okay, Peppy Apaleppy. Or Leppy, I don't know what you do with this, but here's your Ruzzard Hide. You returned in one piece, and what's more, you brought Taru back a Ruzzard Hide. While you were gone, I thought of something that'll knock Wakam Choo-Choo socks off for sure. We'll use the cold to our advantage. Just flash freeze Saruta oranges, pack them up, and send them to balmy Adoulin for a dessert Taru that will bring a smile to even the most dour Galka's face. But there's more. If you do the same to a bunch of Pamamas, we can make hammers from them for whacking even the most stubborn of nails. Isn't that great, Orsa Borsa? Orsa Borsa? Orsa Borsa's freezing to death. Oh dear, a Taru popsicle. Negative, I'm a meat popsicle. All those months stationed at the Basaltaru fields must have weakened your constitution. How can you just stand there without shattering into a million icy shards? I don't care how many layer wears you're wearing. It's physiologically impossible. Oh, that's right, Taru. I forgot to give you some of my special oil. Special oil? You're here to research the fauna, so let me help. Don't you think it's odd that Rezzers are able to plunge into the frigid ponds of Khmer and pop right back out as if it were a lovely spring day? Ah, fuck spring. Spring sucks. The first half of spring, you can't decide if it's getting warm or if it's staying cold. And then the second half of spring, right as it decides it's going to be consistently warm, it gets really breezy and full of pollen. And then on the days where it's not full of pollen, it's thunderstorming like fucking mad and ruining the road. I hate spring. Spring is the worst season. See how sticky the underside is? So you're using this oil. No, if you slide it on like Sin Lotion, you'll break out into a terrible wearable rash. I speak from experience, but I developed a method for tritaruing the oil so that it's usable by people. Ooh, Peppy Aleppy, you've chanced upon something great. Oh, and it does more than keep you warm. Have you ever been buffeted by the gusty masses that dot the drifts? It'll keep you safe from those, too. And here you were, saying you couldn't inventaru anything. The pioneers will love this, and I won't have to freeze my bum off. It's killing 2 colibri with 1 stone won't. Maybe Amchuchu will adore it, so I can go back to Adoulin and finally be with the apple of my eye, the lovely Sheepy Lolo. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen, Wappin. But I'll put in a good word with Amchuchu for you. Maybe that'll wing her around. You should get some of that oil to our pioneer friend. There's no such thing as a bad publicity wissity. Good idea. Here you go, Mr. Pioneer. Let me show you how it works. You put the oil on your skin, Win, or else you get the hose again. Hey, just a Silence of the Lambs reference. Those shivering gusts will be no more than a harmless breeze wheeze now. That's one itsy-bitsy favor I'd like to ask in return. Tell all your pioneer friend Wins and everyone in Adoulin what a spectacular, indispensable person I am. As for me, I'm going to finish up my work here so I can skitaru back to Mormar Basalt Fields and take a nice hot dip. Okay, you have learned Algor Resilience. I have no idea what that's for, but I assume maybe it's the second key item we need for getting around Khmer Drifts more easily. If you know what it is, tell me. I guess we could look at it in our key items. Is it permanent? Eh? 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 A survival skill that grants the tenacity to withstand the grapple formations that protrude from the banks of Khmer Drifts. Okay. Seems legit. So apparently there's something called a grapple formation that we have to resist. Resistance is futile. Also, you know, we're using the Alluvian Skirmish Axe, and I noticed that the Alluvian skirmish weapons they don't have a rare tag, so I think we can get more than one if we want. Which means, you know, easy access to fairly damn good weapons. I mean, they're still kind of outclassed by a lot of things these days, but they're not like they're good enough that I can do, you know, very difficult regular ambuscade with them. So, I mean, eh? Grapple formation. I don't. Oh, okay. So, like, I guess without the key item, we'd get this frost effect for way longer or something. Oh, we're in a reeve! We're in a reeve! Oh, no, we want to attack the icy palisade. Yeah, give me that axe skill. Give me that axe skill. Slut. Slutty ice wall. Man, I love the animation of Soul Eater. I don't care that Soul Eater gets me killed. I love it. I love it. My trust will heal me someday. Yeah. For some reason, I always felt like making Distortion, closing it with Rampage, I always felt like that made Rampage weaker. It's like the opening weapon skill is Transfixion or whatever, But with Rampage is Scission or whatever, or Scission, and whenever it makes Scission, like Rampage number seems to go up. Whenever it makes Distortion, I don't know why. I don't know if this is just like some superstition I have, but it just seems to always consistently do less damage. Also, I totally don't know my way around Chimera Drifts at all. I do know that I love this place, though. If we successfully navigate it, I mean, it seems to be a bunch of, you know, hallways, more or less. But there's, like, the reefs that get in the way, and I think there's canyons in places where you can't see or whatever. And, like, one way leads to the Wildskeeper Reef, which is the Suhutsi, like, snow tiger or whatever. And then another one leads to, I believe, a Leafkin town called Lafalia? But we might not be able to get into Lafalia yet. I think it's story related. However, I think we can get back into a portion of another zone. I think it's another zone anyway. That'll let us get to Rakaznar. Although I don't know if we can really go that deep into Rakaznar without doing the story, so we're kind of reaching the limit of where we can go without doing story again. Of course, I could be completely wrong. 11 was never a game that was like super duper restrictive about where you could go with storyline. Like, at most, storylines would block off like, you know, a couple of areas from you until you progressed. But, you know, the progression to get to those areas, you know, like with a few exceptions, it never felt like you were being forced. There were just reasons that you wanted to go there, so I don't know. I don't know if that even makes sense. See some grape diving. I know food on this server is ridiculously expensive, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Then we'll say Mistralax because we can. Yeah, Mistralax has really good TP scaling. And my favorite thing about it is it actually throws the axe 15 yalms from you. So you can use it as a ranged attack. Same thing with Bora Axe, actually. Also, interestingly though, Bora Axe, it has a flat FTP of 5.0, but it has like a 100% dex modifier. Which has always made me kind of wonder if you actually geared for dex, if you could make Bora Axe do insane numbers. I kind of doubt it though. 5.0 is solid, but it's not like, you know, it's not ridiculous. I think Mistralax at like 300% or whatever gets up to like, I want to say times 7? But, I haven't looked it up in a while. Oh, we can't get up this slope. He mad. Ow, jerk. God, what a jerk. Bedrago Luceru? Oh, they're like orange sheep. Interesting. Okay, I'll kill you. trying to listen to the groovy music and you're stabbing me in the butt with your tusks. My fiance is on the way over here. Yeah, I think, if I remember right, Lefalia is all the way in the southwest. And I think if you go up north to the mountain, it's a story area where you talk to, I want to say, a dragon? But I don't fully remember. Ow! I don't like it when stuff's able to actually hit me. That's not cool. Yay, we made it! Okay, so... the air grows tense with some strange force. Yeah, we don't have the special bailed key item to even try to enter, so it's not going to even tell us that it wouldn't make any sense to enter or whatever. Just a cave. I guess we'll try going north to the mountain then. Kinda wish I had some more regen gear. Hey, beautiful woman. She's wearing her Zelda t-shirt. I've never looked up the word grapple. I assume it means like ice or cold or rime or something. Snow pellets. Precipitation, usually of brief duration, consisting of crisp, white, opaque ice particles, round or conical in shape, and about 2 to 5 millimeters in diameter. Okay. Just another word for snow. Ooh, is that just a Yitzhak running around? Gnarring Yitzhak? Really? Wow. Wow! Okay, so they put some abominable snowman up here. That's pretty cool. I forgot they did that. Highly interesting, highly interesting. They're highly aggressive. mean, they look highly aggressive. I wonder what they even dropped, though. Alpine Trail, huh? This path seems to lead toward the summit of Mount Khmer. Yeah, we can't really go up there and interact with that until we do the story, huh? Well, as much as I love this music, we are on the clock, so let's hop aboard our trusty flying machine. And zoom zoom, perhaps. I wonder if we're locked into a one-way course here, or if... See, even simple maps can actually be rather deceptive in this game. Like, I'd much rather deal with the complicated map of Yorkshire Weald, actually, over this. At least, you know, my first time through. I don't remember actually coming to this zone a lot, so, like, you actually come here just a couple times for the story. And it's kind of like a flyover state, more or less. Shaggy ovum, huh? Kind of dig the whole orange sheep thing they got going. Oh no, Almi is afflicted with frost. She's gonna freeze her nips off. Something tells me we're about to get to this bivouac station. Also, you know, obligatory search for apathetic AJ since we're here. Aww. Someday. Someday. I wonder if my brother's on. Nope. Just Crew Boo over on Ragnarok still. what? There's a row objective for this zone, ain't there? Hold on, let's just turn around, away from the icy palisade. Where are you, Constance? Yes. Oh, there's real contents for the gates areas too. I've been missing out. Game straight up lying to us, calling those bombs hailstones. I know a Final Fantasy bomb when I see one game. Ooh, what the heck is that? Not targetable? Diaphanous transposer? Nothing happens. Huh. What the hell is that for? That's looks really cool, man. I bet it's related to Rakaznar. It's gotta be related to Rakaznar. Oh, by the way, these row objectives for the... I don't know when they popped up for me. I don't know if it was after I got done with the intermediate category, or if it was something that was just laying there that I didn't take advantage of. But first time completion, they're all repeatable, but for first time completion, you get a permanent capacity point bonus, so it'll make getting mastery, job mastery easier. At least I think that's what it means. It sure as heck doesn't seem to be a 2% bonus to the capacity point reward from the objective itself, so I can only assume it's like the capacity point bonus award you get for storyline completion in the Records of Eminence. So, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, I definitely want more regen items I can pop on, have my health shoot back up. And there's a gorget called, or gorget, or however the hell you say it. Whoa, hey, mnemonic pool, whoa. These pillars look like part of Rakaznar. Getting Castles of All vibes here, these black pillars. I tell you what. Ooh, wailing umbrals. I suppose it is nighttime. Wait a second. If we fall down there... but wait. I'm confused. Well, whatever. YOLO! I remember that trend actually annoyed me so much when it came about, the whole YOLO thing. Ah, dude, that is Rakaznar. Ah, dude, wasn't I on the right side to actually go into Rakaznar? And then I didn't. I didn't look to the left or the right or whatever. Oh, that's like a dick punch. Oh well. We might not even be able to get in, so we might as well explore the rest of the zone. See if we can get to that last couple of bivouacs. And by explore, I mean follow the map rigorously. Because I sure as shoot don't see any other paths. Also, I guess Rakaznar is more like... less like Castles of All and more like buried in the snow. Yeah, wait a second. This is a one-way trip, then what the heck? Guess we gotta get more north and loop around more or something? I'd say that its geometric shapes and the fact that it's like black stone reminds me of stuff from Destiny 2, but Destiny 2 came out long after this expansion, so I'm just gonna have to say that Destiny 2 stole from Final Fantasy 11. Stole, I say. Of course, now that I think about it, it's even in a nice area. Oh, man. I'll just assume someone working for Bungie is a fan. Not of mine personally, but of Final Fantasy 11. Oh, we already had this bivouac. Am I living in a fever dream? I wonder if it's something like we have to zone into Rakaznar and then like navigate Rakaznar and zone out the other end to get to Lafalia? Is that how it goes? Or maybe we were supposed to go along the southern portion there. The world may never know. Actually, though, since we have these bivouacs, let's teleport back up to that northern one and see if we can't go into Rakaznar. I have a feeling that I'm on the right track. But for some reason, I have a feeling I actually can't enter Rakaznar yet, so... You know, go figure, right? Oh, people! Whoa, what are people doing here? They've all got Master Stars. I'm a little kid compared to them. Maybe they're touching the purple thing. Also, it's interesting when I see people now, I don't have to assume they're Japanese. Because we're on a primarily English server. Okay, let's see. There's a peculiar footprints. Glycerin door? What was that word? Enter? Oh, yeah, okay. Glycerin. Oh shit. Here we are. We can enter Rakaznar. It's much bigger on the inside than it was on the outside. We already have a map here because, you know how modern Final Fantasy B... Wait, there's a chicken here? My name is, Lorene. I visit ruins all around Vana'diel in pursuit of ancient knowledge. Oh, honey, you need to look up the definition of ruin, because this is a fully and intact structure. Rakaznar is positively overflowing with all manner of shadows. If we don't keep their numbers under control, they might spill out into the wildlands. If they were just feral fiends, I'd say throw caution to the wind and call them right now, but I sense that there's some greater presence guiding them. I'd advise you to take care of the mystical barricades that line this place should you decide to take the beasts on. Those doors have a mind of their own and are apt to trap you within the labyrinth. It's as if the walls themselves are alive, with energies pulsing through their cracks like the blood in our veins. and those energies are no ordinary magic. You could try to rend them to tatters with a great axe, but the only thing to splinter would be its hilt. If your goal is to colonize this land, then you'll need to find a way to deal with such obstacles. I'll do a little bit of experimentation, and see if I can find anything. And by I mean we. I would expect no less. If you find something with traces of arcane energies, come back to me. Perhaps I can learn more about its form and function. With any luck, I'll be able to fashion a paten? Okay, dictionary.com didn't bring up a definition for Lyceran. Lyceran, a strong reddish purple that is bluer, lighter, and stronger than the average fuchsia purple and redder and paler than purple orchid or phlox purple. Oh, okay, so it's a type of purple. What the heck is a paten? A paten. A plate, typically made of gold or silver, used for holding the bread during the Eucharist, and sometimes as a cover for the chalice. Okay, religious iconography all of a sudden? What's a paten? A paten is a magical apparatus that converts cyclical magic into simple formulas. Leave the details to me. For you, a grasp of the basics will suffice. First things first, find something with the remnants of this energy and bring it back here, then we can get to work. I would venture 2 squares of ancestral cloth would suffice. If I'm right, the shadows wandering about the inner court should have some on them. Okay. I guess this is how we're gonna navigate this area. Every Adoulin zone, you know, has the key item thing. See if there's anything on wide scan. Legionless Draugrs. Dreadhounds. Ooh, there's an augural conveyor. Deathborn Gate. Okay, that's all cool, I guess. I wonder if the ancestral cloth can be bought from the auction house. Probably can be. Alright, we've got teleportation straight out here now. And these hallways are massive. Makes you wonder if it's like the TARDIS or something. You know, space-time ship. You step inside and it's infinitely large. She said the shadows, right? Not the Draugrs, I would assume. Shunned Deep Arrow? Shunned Hexer? Shunned... Huh. Okay. I don't think we can use mounts in here. That is correct. This is an indoor area. And its music was stuck in my head ever since the first time I ever came in here. Oh, well, we've got one of these situations where it looks clear on the map, but there's clearly a wall there. So there's a lot of running around and circling back and stuff, just like in Castles of All, except more paths, but also just like Castles of All, I believe there was a second floor. I don't know if we're on the ground floor or if we're on the upper floor. There's multiple floors to this place. And there's also apex monsters in here somewhere that are all undead. And apparently for a while back in like 2019, or maybe it was 2020, I saw a video someone put out, I think it was Ruo Moko, said that it was really good XP if you could, you know, get a paladin out there and had a group that was comfortable, strong enough to fight and kill them with little issue. Really fast CP gains, and you didn't have any, the most important thing being you didn't have any of the real money traders selling CP to people who don't want to grind. You've seen all the shouts, I'm sure. You know, I don't edit my shout log or anything, so... Well, not edit, but censor or mute the shout log, and you see the shouts all the time, the yells all the time, you know. 500 CP for 5 million, you know, gil and stuff. And, you know, you pay them that large amount of gil, and if they don't get banned instantly, then they, have you go out to wherever they're farming, and then they keep you in party until you get your 500 JP, and then they kick you out. But I've heard a lot of horror stories. Like, I've heard people who do that, they pay their gil, and then the guy just logs out, or they pay their gil, and then the guy gets banned. Of course, my friend Cruson actually did it for his Rune Fencer. So I can't be asked to, you know, master yet another job, but I want to master it because I just made the Ergon weapon for it, so... And then he, you know, went ahead and ponied up and paid. I was a little bit jealous because, like, one day he, you know, was just fresh level 99 Rune Fencer, and then the next he was, he had the stars over his head and everything. I'm not saying I'm above that sort of thing, but I just don't have, like, if I made that much gil, I would want to spend it on something else. Like, why pay someone to, you know, not play the game or whatever? So, that's just the way I see it. It was super tempting when I thought that that was the way to go for beating Provenance Washer too. I was like, oh, maybe I can just, you know, I've got the gil right now. I could just pay and, you know, I'd be groovy. I think these take the cake for being the highest level bombers in the game. At least outside of events, that is. There's some events where you can fight even higher level bombers, I believe. But these have got to be the shades she was talking about. They look like pioneers, honestly. You know, they have wildly different clothes. They're all elven. Pretty stylish looking, honestly, but yeah, that's a Schnednick chapeau, and then oh, yep, there's one square of ancestral cloth. Delicious axe skill up. Oh, he's got a winged sword. It's a little red mage here. Gonna do decimation for the hell of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the way to go with axe weapon skills is the merited one, Mistral Axe, Calamity, at high TP levels for Fencer, and then oh sweet, excellent. We didn't have to buy those. Sure, we coulda. I wonder how much they're worth. Might be worth, if they're worth enough, it might be worthwhile coming here to farm them. We got 2 right away without Treasure Hunter, which means we were either super lucky or, you know, they have a really high drop rate. Of course, if they have a really high drop rate, then I guess they're not going to be worth very much. But sometimes the player base will surprise you, that sort of thing. Let's see. Where are my Hermes sandals? Oh no, we've been aggroed! You'll never catch me, Kappa. I believe these roots, the entwined roots, that's how you go up and down in Rakaznar. Although I think there's also teleporters at some point. It's a really big place. And later, I believe your goal is to get to the very center. This is a labyrinth. So a literal labyrinth, you know. All labyrinths lead in and out of their center. They're not actually mazes at all. They just have a winding path. But that doesn't mean they can't be confusing. But a maze, you know, you can actually get lost in and find dead ends. So that's the. I mean, this place probably has dead ends in it somewhere, but eh. Hey, baby, I got you the squares of cloth. I sure did. So this is how it functions. Remember how I explained that magic coursed through the cracks like blood through our veins? Then if we found a way to reverse the flow. Of course, this is all just theory. We won't know until we actually try it. And my professor always told me, to know is to act. Knowledge is nothing until you put it into practice. We prepared the pattern using patin. Is it patin or what? Yeah, patin. Okay, it's literally just patin. Okay. Using the sigils you have brought me, just give me a moment. Splendid. This should assist you in getting rid of that pesky magic impeding your progress. Come with me to the lower levels, and we will test it out together. I'll bring along a silvery plate, which will enable us to operate the transit device. Shall we? This door is the one that has been giving me problems. If it doesn't work, then we won't be able to figure out how the door operates, which leads us into a terrible loop of unknowns. Steel yourself for action. Yeah, for the reefs in here, you actually beat up walls that look just like that. I suppose that accomplished something, but we're not done yet. Let me just fiddle with... Get ready, I'm going to open it. Huh? Open up, you piece of... Ow, 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 ow! Well, at least we reversed the magic. All you have to do is give it a couple of good bashes, and that should break it right off its hinges. But you're a pioneer, right? So what's a little blood? I, on the other hand, am much more delicate. Let me put my handiwork to the test and make you a patent of your own. I like her boots. I bet they only look like that on the female model, though. And obtained key item, Lorraine's patent. You learned pulverizing. Oh, Adoulin. I thought earmuffs were silly. We literally got 3 survival skills that all amount to just beat the crap out of it. Guess we can go see if we can find a reeve in here. I'm pretty sure there's a row objective for them. Come to think of it, if the Wildskeeper reeves are in here, does that mean... Oh yeah, you get capacity points for killing all the first time of killing all the Wildskeeper reeves as well. Man, that really adds up. Kind of interesting though. This place has the roots of the trees from Adoulin like pushing through it, and it's like embedded in Camir Drifts, which is just north of Yorkshire Weald, and it's got this like purple miasma inside of it, and that purple miasma was all throughout the Yorkshire Weald. I wonder if this is a lair reeve. Hold on, we gotta take advantage of these while we can here. Lair reeves, yeah. Oh, and there's there's lair reeves. They give 1% bonus. They're a lot easier to defeat than colonization ones. So, I guess it makes sense. But for the row objective, you kind of have to make sure that you get an evaluation. And some of your weapon skills at this point are strong enough that if you attack the main target for the reeve, it'll end the reeve, and you, even though you did all the work, you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. But the other thing about lair reeves is like the monsters in them respawn, so at some point you gotta kill the thingamajig. Ooh, we got vanadium ore. They were saying how rare that was in the dinner cutscene, if you remember. Although I wouldn't fault you if you didn't. The dinner cutscene was a few videos ago, and it was at the very end, and it was like a 10-minute cutscene or something. Pretty short, and full of the, what was it, the Meisters of the coalitions just saying the same stuff over and over, and introducing us to different characters and shit. But I actually really do like Adoulin's story, and I can't wait to actually like record it. But there's like other stuff I want to take care of first. Namely, just like, I don't know, maybe finish up those last 3 assaults, maybe do all the salvages, you know, stuff like that that we can like blow away easy, but you know, still like kind of hanging back there. Of course, at this point, we really could do that at any time, so I don't know. Maybe I should just plow through the storylines, get them done with. Did I ever find my Hermes sandals? I bet they're in storage or my mod locker or somewhere stupid when I can't access them. Yeah, people write whole programs nowadays to pull the inventory they want for the job they are whenever they switch jobs. And that way, nothing ever gets left behind. And like, apparently the program can take like up to 5 minutes or whatever to like sort and grab and not grab, and it can also screw up depending on certain factors, but it's just like how most people, like a lot of people, they cared about optimization so much that they went so far above board with what like an actual player could be expected to remember and keep up with for gear sets, that like they have every niche gear set for their job that could possibly be slightly more optimal in any given situation. We're talking stuff like, well, I need a hybrid fire resist set that also gives me as much damage reduction as possible, but also does this and that and this. But yeah, we can just climb down these routes, baby. Yep, and there's the bottom. And this, well, like, this is outer Rakaznar, just like Castles of All from, you know, the base game. Yeah, there's the Castles of All Baileys, and there was the Castles of All Keep. There's an inner court that you work your way towards in here. Oh, look, another player's actually beating up on a Reeve. Wonder if we'll get in trouble if we help them break it, or if they're just trying to like trust their way through it. I don't know. Oh, okay, I don't think they're trusting their way through it. Oh, they're samurai. Oh, that's interesting. Shunned Elementalist. Huh. Oh wow, they're actually like in the high I-110s or something. Decent challenge to I-119. That's interesting. Huh, are we actually getting to the center here? I bet we won't be able to go into the inner court though. There's no way it was this easy to get to the inner court. Okay, this baffling gadget serves as transport to the higher floors. So is it an elevator? It's an elevator! Yeah, I don't have a map pulled open or anything. So, like, I don't know where anything is, or if there's another exit to this place, or any of that. Suppose I could look it up. Let's see. Outer Rakaznar. Final Fantasy 11. As if any other Final Fantasy has a Rakaznar. Okay. More Legionist Draggers. This place is worryingly symmetrical, although it's actually mirrored, I guess. The north side of the map is mirrored onto the south side, or transposed, or inverted, or however you want to put it. Let's see. Show me things, damn it. Okay, so... I don't know what any of that is. Apparently it has an entrance in the bottom floor that goes to Woe Gates. That's interesting. I ain't know nothing about that though. Oh, we hit another wall. Yeah, I guess there are dead ends in here. Of course, they wouldn't be dead ends if we could just open the doors. They're untargetable. I still say it's a labyrinth, damn it. Mining points. Yeah, just break off a piece of Rakazna and take it back home. It'll be fine. It's totally not worrisome at all. Suspended sculpture? Huh, wonder what attacking this does. Oh. It has like 5 kajillion HP. And sent out a paralyzing wave. It's really potent paralyzed too. Oh, an amnesia wave this time. No idea what that just did. But we broke it. So I could look that up too. What does breaking the suspended sculptures do? I guess vaguely I followed the path. We're apparently already on the path to the inner Rakaznar court, so I guess I might as well try to go there. There might be a way. There might be another Augural, like, conveyor or whatever. So we might actually be able to go there easier when we have to for story purposes. Although I don't know about that, because, like, we do have to go there for story eventually, but there's also story leading up to it that just makes us go around an outer Rakaznar to several different places, if I remember right. But But yeah, as I've alluded to several times already, though, this place, to me, it screams Castles of All, but, you know, just more, it's larger, and it's geometrically inclined, I guess. You know, there's all these rhombuses and squares, and squares turned on their side to look like two triangles or whatever. Oh, wait, did I... Oh, I ran down the wrong hole. Poopy. Love the music in here, too. It's all nice and spooky. Perfect for a dungeon. Nice and spooky, and then we see umbrals. Umbrals in the daytime. Because we're inside a very dark place. Ow, that doesn't mean you have to aggro me, you jerk. Let's see how much we get Calamity up to, just... Yeah. Well, not that impressive. Calamity's definitely really impressive, though, at 300%. Which with Fencer and Warcry and the Moonshade Earring, we should be able to do from 175% TP. So that's the whole thing. Or well, 1750, now that they got rid of the whole percentage idea. Okay, so we're back on the bottom floor again, but now we've got to go to the elevator again, but on the western side. I guess there's a reeve we might have to break through. Although I think that samurai was ahead of us and knew where they were going, so they probably already broke the reeve. Which is kind of sad, because we need another reeve to get our row objective, but oh well. I'll get most of those off screen. Although I will try to show the Wildskeepers ones whenever I do them. Even if I just suck and die. Oh. They didn't break the reef. Maybe they're lost, or maybe it grew back, or came back. As a matter of course. You know, this video's getting pretty long in the tooth. I don't think it's a better reason or place to use 1 hour ability, so we might as well indulge in our full power. Whoa! Dog barking at me from outside. Yay, we did it! Wait, did we have the colonization one for? We didn't have the colonization. We had the lair one set. God dang it. I wish there wasn't a distinction as far as the row objective is concerned. Shunned Valiant. Uh-oh. They're all undead, so they're blood aggroing us. It's fantastic. Ow. Greatsword Mithra, where I can get more Pioneer clothing from that you can buy from the Peacekeepers Coalition. Sus. Also, Mithras totally hold greatswords like baseball bats, and it's very silly looking to me. So moving on up. Don't care about Fenrites, don't care about wolf hides, don't care about iron ore. I'm not even sure I care about that oversized fang, but whatever. So we've got to loop up and around, and might run into a lair reeve or two. Oh, there they are. There's the full-sized Twitherums that I told you about before, the Flutarinis. Yeah, those are what the small butterflies eventually grow into. Procrustean Drauger. Yay, we got an evaluation. We'll be fine. Although, honestly, these Reeves and Rakazna are quite a bit more durable than the ones in the prior zones. But it only makes sense. This is like the endgame zone for Secrets of Adoulin, so... If any place is going to be hard for us to cut through, it would be this place. Man, Matt Squeaky gets CP fast. Phlegmatic Beergen. I think we can come here. Oh wait, it is darkness weather right now. But yeah, I guess this would be the place to come to learn the blue magic spells I don't have from those. I've got all the blue magic spells from the hybrid elementals except for one of the ones from the fire/light one, and I don't have either of the ones, I believe, from the darkness/earth ones. Because I hadn't moved Calm Wind this far in, and there's like nowhere else to get them from that I cared to go. Although I believe you can actually fight some hybrid elementals in one of the skirmishes. And I don't think anything in skirmish actually prevents you from learning, so... More roots. Kind of makes you wonder though, doesn't it? This weird monstrous roots, if they're intertwined throughout the ship like this. Or well, is it a ship? What is it exactly? Oh. Castle, fortress, ruin, extra dimensional cave? I don't know. Maybe it brought Ulbuka's crazy growing forest with it. I don't know. We'll find out more details when we do the storyline, so we'll be able to do more than hypothesize, but we've seen some pretty strange things in this game, and I wouldn't put it past it. Great Daifuku! All the blood aggro! Someone uses Mistral Axe but misses the target. It's painful. This wouldn't have happened if we were dual wielding. Shame we can't dual wield us with Dark Knight Slug. Yeah, magic burst in that too. War axe for no reason. Well, actually, because it looks cool. Yeah, I was pretty in love with Aura Axe when it first came out. Still don't really understand why it's dexterity modifier, but hey. It was probably something along the lines, the train of thought. Because I believe the Relic Axe weapon skill for the Gutler, which is Beastmaster only, I believe that one is also, it's like 80% dex. Which is extra weird because it's a single hit, you know, melee thing that looks like it's like 6 hits. It's called Onslaught. Got no idea why it's dexterity based. Every other axe weapon skill is strength or strength and vitality. And freaking, well, at least until that era. Right? First, the relic weapon skill Onslaught became Dexterity, and then I believe Primal Rend, the mythic weapon skill that also Beastmaster also only gets access to, is like Dexterity Intelligence or Dexterity Charisma or something like that, as well as Magic Attack bonus because it's elemental. Can I not? I thought I... Have I... Wait. I'm on the second floor now. I thought I... Maybe I can't access it to go down? That's kind of sad. Let me make sure I follow the path correctly, I suppose. Okay, so we went there. And then we were there. And we went whoop 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 up there. And then we went whoop 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 down there. And then we went whoop 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 over there. Whoop 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 over there. And then whoop 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 down here and to where we are now. And we can't take the elevator? Let's see. I guess maybe we need to get all the way west then? I don't know. Maybe we gotta like pick up another key item, that's all I can think of. Or it might just be related to story progression. Sad Panda. We came all the way through here. Oh baby. Don't cut me. Hey, she and I got the same shoes. Time to... Yeah. He's a ninja, alright. I don't want any Visage ones because they suck. Faithful Torso 1 is also not something that I want. Well, I guess let me see if I can actually get places. Not from where we're at, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, I guess to get over there, we'd have to backtrack back to all the way to there, and then Well, we're almost at our hard limit, so I'm not sure exactly what to do about this. But I don't think we're getting to the inner Rakaznar inner court today, which is okay. I mean, the point of this video was actually to just get to the rest of the areas in Adoulin to show them off. We have done that admirably. I'll let it run for another 5 minutes here, and we'll see where we can get to in 5 minutes. Which, I mean, I'd use the sneak rings as the timer. It's just that I think umbrals are true sight for one thing, and for another, oh. I think where we gotta go is gonna take more than 5 minutes to run to, so. Of course, now I can't remember if the routes are one way or not. I'm pretty sure they're two-way. I could be mistaken. I appear to be mistaken. Let's see. I don't know. Well, I'll run over here to this other one and see, and, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, but apparently we need to get something called the Silvery Plate to get to the inner court, and that might be what I'm thinking about with regards to what we get from the storyline. So, oh snap! There's fairies in here. Debauched Unseelie. Well, well, well. Meet me again, fairy kind. I'll teach you to not like people. Guess you could say everything in here is strange and of Fey origin. That's a Black Knight reference. From Fire Emblem. Yeah, more umbrals. A jar of umbral ooze. I can't remember how the Ivan Ooze commercial goes from the Power Rangers movie from the 90s. Now, was it Christopher Lloyd that played Ivan Ooze in that movie? I have to look that up now. Leafkin Frond. The umbral's eating the poor Leafkin. it's been about 5 minutes. Yeah, I think I... Yeah, I don't think I can get back up those routes that way either. Oh well. Well, this has been Outer Rakaznar, so I'll look things up in between and see. Or well, actually, let's go back to town first. And while I'm zoning in the warp, I'll look up the silvery plate. Pale blue light blinks off the silvery plate, which is needed to operate the lifts within Rakaznar. Okay, it doesn't say anything about... It says it's a permanent key item, but it doesn't say anything about it being story locked, so maybe we can get it. I guess I'll find out. Anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe and have a great day, and I'll see you again.